Ford and O'Brien, ESPN Evansville 105.3 and online, ESPN.evansville.com. Joining us now in studio for his weekly chat of all things IceMen, it is Evansville IceMen head coach Al Sims. And Coach, big news, I would think, from at least the fans' perspective, from some of the response I've seen on social media. Nathan Moon comes back to the fold for you guys. Explain to us how the deal got done and his impact on this team. How much of an impact has he made this quickly?
Well, I've been trying to get Nathan here since last summer, and we tried all summer to make a deal with Colorado, and they didn't want to deal him really at that time. I think through training camp and the start of the regular season, I think Mooner had 3 points in 3 games for them, but they were losing. I think they started 1-8 and told Mooner they would trade him. And, of course, Mooner wanted to come back here as his wife or fiance has a father here and grew up here and stuff. So Mooner's close to the community here, and I know the fans love him, and it's great to have him back. I mean, we finally got a deal done. We had to give up Joe Zarbo, who had 2 goals in 2 games for us as a rookie. And you got to give up something good to get something good, and that's what we did. We gave up probably a kid who's going to be good in this league for quite a while, and we got Mooner back, who's a proven scorer at this level.
And so you felt that the deal to send Zarbo on was maybe it wasn't the easiest thing to do, but you felt that it was the better move that way to have Moon on the roster.
Yeah, we offered just about everybody but Joe Zarbo, but they would not do a deal without Zarbo in it.
Yeah.
And that's the way it went down. So, but we're thrilled to get Nathan back here. And, we win a game. He shows up and puts our jersey on and we win. And, it's pretty impressive. And he got an assist, and he hadn't skated in 2 weeks. So he's only going to get better.
Help me remember, was he on the roster when you first took over last year, or was he already gone by the time you come to
He
town?
was gone. I think the second game of the season he got traded.
Okay, so he was already out. But you were obviously familiar enough with him to know that you wanted him back and he was your kind of guy. Yeah,
I knew Nathan from previously when I was in Fort Wayne, and tried to get him to Fort Wayne actually when Evansville got him. So, I knew he was a guy who could score in this league, and he brings a little edge to his game. He's a bit of a rat and really gets under people's skin and draws a lot of penalties.
Well, you guys, 2 wins on the season. One's been on the road. You get the home win last Friday night over the Indy Fuel. How much of a relief is that for you? Do you think that helps the team moving forward? I mean, a win will always help a team moving forward, but you had discussed last week or maybe even the week before, there was some pressure maybe to some degree to get that first win at home. Now that you've had it, is there more of a relaxed atmosphere to some degree in the locker room now that that's happened?
Yeah, I think the guys have confidence that they can win at home. Indy's a tough team. They have a very good club, experienced defensemen, good goaltending, and for us to beat a quality club like Indy at home was huge for us, and it was a big step for our young kids. And Weidman scored a goal, who just joined us. Mooner got an assist, and we went to Cincy the next night and played very well in a road game, nothing through 2 periods. Unfortunately, 6 minutes of the third, they ended up popping a couple. But, we played a great road game and scored one at the end and almost had another one. But, we're a team that's struggling to score. And whenever we get to 4, we seem to win, or 3. And, we've got to find a way to get to that number every game.
How's practice going? You got a lot of younger kids. You said that, a lot of younger guys that this is their first go around at this level. But when you bring guys in like Moon and some other veterans that are there to help them kind of make that transition a little bit, do you see it in practice now where they're getting more and more used to this and gelling more as a team as we go?
Yeah, I think, the win was great for us. Unfortunately, we lost in Cincy, but, the guys, have stayed positive. We got lots of energy in practice. I think this morning's practice was one of our best at Swander. And, the guys are ready to go, and they're looking forward to this 3 games in 3 nights. It's the first time we've gone through this with travel. So we're traveling quite a few miles and playing. And, this is what pro hockey's all about. And I think the young kids are getting used to it after the back-to-back Evansville-Cincy trip last weekend.
When do you leave? Do you leave tomorrow, or do you wait till Friday morning?
No, we leave tomorrow morning at 11. It's about a 7-hour drive to Kalamazoo, and then we play there, and then move on to Wheeling from there. And I think it's about 400 miles from Kalamazoo.
You're still playing in West Banco in Wheeling?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. This place how's that even stand?
I know it's still the same old building, and it's probably one of the oldest in the league.
Get a nice view of the river.
Exactly.
If you step outside with that nice wind that comes off of there. But other than that,
it's a quite a barn.
Yeah, boring would be a good word for it.
Evansville IceMen head coach Al Sims joining us. It is In the Crease, talking some Evansville IceMen hockey. Ford and O'Brien, ESPN Evansville 105.3 and online, ESPNEvansville.com. So we're now 2-3 weeks into the season. We keep mentioning the youth week in and week out. Jimmy mentions the practice there a little bit. How is what you're doing in practice? Are you seeing more of that being translated into the game action? Are they getting the hang of things here?
Yeah, I think so. I think, our young guys are, we try to work on scoring every day. It's funny, I was watching Tampa Bay last night, and they've got the same problem we have, and they can't score. And, they're scoring less than 2 a game, and, it's crazy. They were the highest scoring team in the league last year in the NHL, and this year, for no apparent reason, they just have gone dry. Mm-hmm. And, I was looking just to see what they're trying to do on offense to get this corrected. And, they're out shooting teams and outplaying teams and doing most of the good things other than putting the puck in the net, and it's killing them. And, they're struggling to win. And I definitely sympathize with them and know exactly what they're going through, and probably teaching people to score goals is one of the hardest things, I think, in our sport. So it's something that has to come from, getting pucks to the net, getting bodies to the net, hoping things bounce out to you for an empty net, hoping things bounce off you and go in the net. But when you're not getting those type of breaks around the net, it's a difficult thing to teach guys that. And, we're just hoping guys start getting confidence and in putting the puck in the net, and that starts in practice. And we do drills, just them and the goaltender, hopefully that with them scoring enough in practice that it starts to click in their heads that they're confident in the game to score.
Well, it kind of leads into my next question, because what I was going to say is, how do you fix that? Because obviously in the game of hockey, at least from a fan's perspective and just watching it, there's sometimes there'll be a big crowd around the net and you're just there's a bunch of sticks just slapping at the puck and hoping that it goes in and kind of lays you away. Other times you get an open shot from a little bit outside the net and you take a shot there. I mean, is there drills that you can do in terms of how they hit the puck, or just, scooping it up to some degree? I know that's not...
Put the egg out there like
the
old
I mean?
days.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how I want to word the question, but, are there certain ways outside of just one-on-one, the shooter and the goalie? Because obviously in a game situation, that's not what you have. You've got, however many other guys out there on the ice at the same time, 10, 11.
Right.
Is it just keep slapping at the puck, and one of these days it's going to get out of this slump, and you guys are going to find a way to get it in the net?
Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks, what we've stressed in practice every day is hit the net. And, a lot of guys go in on drills and miss the net, and, you just are not going to score if you don't hit the net. And it's a proven fact. And not only if you hit the net are you going to score, but you may get a rebound off the goalie and get a second chance to score, or somebody may tip your shot into the net, which is a third way to score. So, but if you don't hit the net, none of those things happen for you. So I think, we've preached hit the net and go to the net looking for a rebound. A lot of guys shoot and turn away from the net, and the rebound may be laying there for them to finish the play. So we're trying to get our guys to hit the net with every shot, get 40 shots on net. And if we do, we should get 3-4 goals. If we get 20 shots, we're going to get 2 or so.
Right.
It's one of those things where hitting the net, we've really preached. And power play, obviously, when we get that man advantage, we've only got 2 goals this year on the power play. That's something that needs to be picked up, and we've worked with them all week on power play as well.
Talking with Evansville IceMen head coach Al Sims. It's Ford and O'Brien on ESPN Evansville 105.3 online, ESPNEvansville.com. Another big part of the game, Coach, even if you're not scoring, is still kind of controlling the ice, tilting the ice your way. Are you, satisfied? Coaches are never satisfied, so I'm not going to use that word, but are you pleased so far with the ice time that's on the offensive side of the ice? Because you got a lot of speed on this team. You've said that, and a lot of grit. Are they controlling the ice enough, just not putting it in the puck, or are you not real happy with the ice time on your side of the ice?
Yeah, I don't think we're getting outplayed. I think the game in Cincinnati was proof of that. I thought we played tooth and nail with them all the way through, and I think you look 4 of the 5 wins are by 1 goal that we've lost. And, the other game was in South Carolina. I think it was 4-1, the final. But, we're in, top 10, 12 teams in the league in defense. And, that's a big thing. We're not allowing a lot of goals against, and a lot of our losses are 2-1, 3-2 losses. So I think, it shows we're close. And I think the games we win, we've won by getting to 4 goals. And I think if we can continue to do that, we're going to have positive results. But I think, like you said, we're happy with our chances we're creating. We're not finishing those chances, but, we're creating a lot more chances than we were last year, say. And when we were playing most of the game on our end, those type of things aren't happening this year. I think, we're keeping teams in their end and drawing penalties and doing things, that are positive and winning hockey. And it's just a matter of us scoring goals.
Injury-wise, staying. I mean, we're not playing badminton. We know guys are banged up. But
yeah, we do have a couple of injuries. Lucan's on the shelf right now, and Matty Zay had a hip pointer and is on the shelf. So, we got a couple of guys that add offense to our lineup that are out right now that we need to make up for. But, hopefully Hussey will get on track here, and Weidman will keep scoring the way he has since he's come down. And, hopefully, the scoring thing we won't be talking about after this weekend.
It's Evansville Iceman head coach Al Sims joining us for his weekly talk of all things Evansville Iceman in the Crease. It's Ford and O'Brien, ESPN Evansville 105.3, and online, ESPN You guys are on the road Friday night, as Coach mentioned, up in Kalamazoo, and then the haul down to Wheeling, West Virginia for 2 games on Saturday, one on Saturday, one on Sunday against the Nailers. Best of luck, Coach. Always look forward to talking hockey with you every Wednesday. We'll talk again next week.
All right, thanks, guys.